Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor. Today, we're going to do something brand new, but it is going to be a leap into the past. We are going to launch the Pricing Baseball Cards series. It might one day be Pricing Sports Card series, but the reason it can only be baseball, well, I'm kind of excited about this. It's because while going through my storage shed looking for some valuable items, I found something priceless, dare I say. My collection of old Beckett baseball card monthlies. Now, I do have some football card monthlies somewhere. I'll continue to search. And I have more than just the ones I've brought here to the show today. These are classic covers. November 1991, Bo Jackson returns to baseball. The classic, well, I mean, this photo's been used in many places, and good chance it probably hung on your wall during your junior high and high school days. June 1990, the classic Bo Knows Bo cover. The Kid, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas blowing a bubble as big as his ego. And this classic one from July 1990, issue number 64. $2.50 it cost me back in the day. Ken Griffey Jr., superstar just a year into his career. Fresh face, the Hall of Fame, a sure thing, but way off in the distance. So here's what I figured we'd do. I'm going to open up a pack of 1987 Topps. We're going to price some of the cards found inside this pack in one of these Beckett baseball card monthlies. I can't wait. I'm excited, so excited that I'm whispering with excitement. Can you whisper with excitement? I'm trying to find out if I can. All right, the Sports Card Doctor's gonna dive in. Now, you might ask, well, Sports Card Doctor, what does this have to do with sports cards health? Well, we want to make sure we check the physical health of the cards and make sure they're in top shape. We want to check on the mental health of the cards. That's why we ask important questions. We also want to make sure these cards understand their true value. And that's why we're doing this pricing experiment today. Which one shall we choose? You know what? I think we gotta go right to the biggest one that we have. Biggest one in terms of value. This Beckett, it's in pretty good shape. Could probably fetch me enough money to buy a sandwich. You know what I mean? What's in here? Fleer premieres football. Magic Man Todd Mikowski on the cover there. Look at that. Bernie Kosar, superstars. Tools of the trade. Oh, this was a board game. Classic Major League Baseball board game. Trivia questions were on it. I had this one. Not this version. I had an earlier version. Yeah, quite the exciting life I led. Frank Viola. He's going to change the Mets' fortunes. The future of baseball right here. Introducing the Topsies. Little golden trophies can mean future fame or fizzles. Ooh. Let's see what happened here. Greg Briley. Kind of a fizzle. Jerome Walton. Good start, but a fizzle. Ken Griffey Jr. Well, that's all right. Gary Sheffield. That's all right. Great career. I like Chef. Batting stance, one of the best to impersonate. Greg Jeffries, man, we thought he was going to be in the Hall of Fame before any of these players. Fizzled. Carlos Martinez, underrated during this time, but not much of a career past his time with the White Sox. Jim Abbott is a Yankee fan and a baseball fan. I love Jim Abbott's accomplishments, especially that 1993 no-hitter. That's a success. Craig Worthington, the man who was going to be the new Cal Ripken for the Orioles. That didn't quite happen. Bob Guerin, future manager, future star for my Yankees. It didn't turn out that way. Tom Gordon, always loved Tom Gordon. One of my favorite pitchers during this era. That curveball of his was great. So, in my mind, he's a success, but maybe to others he might be a fizzle. But that's not fair to any of these players. They made the majors. I didn't make the majors. I used to love the articles. I love the baseball history. Definitely grew with these Beckett's. Oh, I love the reader's right section, the letters to the editors, the way we used to have to communicate back in the day. You wanted to get your opinion into the world, you wrote a letter, sent it in to an editor, and maybe a couple months later, your opinion would be formed. Now, the sports card doctor likes change. He embraces change, but maybe we could go back to this for a little bit to keep all the opinions from just shooting out in the world. All right, here we go. Time to price. $87 tops. It's so funny to look at these cards. 75 tops, 76 tops, 77 tops. To me as a kid, collecting these cards in 1987, the 77 tops was ancient. It was an artifact worthy of Indiana Jones searching for. Now I realize it was only a short time ago. Time, kids. It's a hideous bitch goddess. Fleer and Donruss show up on the scene. Baseball cards start expanding. Sport flicks. Look at the prices. All fallen. Use section there. Oh, I love this. The calendar for all these baseball card shows. Oh, I used to love those. The nerd conventions of their day. Oh, there were those kind of conventions. Oh, look at this. A bonus article on Eric Davis. All right. Here we go. So we have right here our 87 tops featuring, of course, Donnie Baseball right there. So let's do it. Let's open up this 87 tops and see what's inside, waiting to be priced. Oh, I think I should stop and just remind people, some of you might be clicking on this video because you're a fan of baseball cards and want to take a walk down the memory lane of this Beckett Baseball Card Monthly. You're welcome to be here. In fact, I really want you to be here, but this is also an ASMR channel, so we do some crinkles. The doctor is in. And if you want more crinkles, check our crinkles only videos. Little stain, gum package stain there. Oh, I already see one of the names. We are definitely going to have some pricing to do. Oh no. This gum usually snaps. It's almost, dare I say, this might give me the hot spits. It's, dare I say, damp. Oh no. Some moisture must have gotten in this pack. What? Oh no. Let's discard this gum. We're not going to win any trips to spring training. Mark Davis. Wade Boggs. We're definitely going to price Wade here. Mike Mason. Alan Ashby, top catcher in the day. Like seriously, Ashby's like in his early 30s. Why do mustaches from the 80s and early 90s age people so much? What is it? There's a lot of people nowadays wearing more mustaches. It might come back into fashion. I don't think it could. Look at this. Wade Boggs, Mike Mason, Alan Ashby, mustache, mustache, mustache. Push broom, push broom, push broom. They all look 60. They all look like they're trust busting in the 19th century. I don't get the look. Ron Washington. John Russell. We all remember John Russell. No, you don't? I do. It's a catcher for the Phillies. Clint Hurdle. Man would go on to be a manager. Clint Hurdle's an interesting story. We're going to price him because at one point he was kind of considered a future star for the Mets, and it didn't quite work out. Royals, then to the Mets in 83-85. He played for a bit before he got to the Mets. They thought the catcher outfielder Hurdle would be part of their future, and he wasn't. But he ended up being a great, and I still think is a great manager. Lance McCullers, father of the current Astros pitcher. Tom Bernansky. We're going to price Tom because, again, we are looking at an old price guide, and at this point in time, Tom Bernansky was still a big slugger. Mike Marshall, big slugger for the Dodgers. Cardinals leaders. You know, we're going to price this card. I want to see how much the Cardinals leaders were in 1990. The late Tom Browning, perfect game pitcher. Andy Hawkins, pitched for my Yankees for a while, threw an 8-inning no-hitter, though I don't think he gets credit for that anymore. Maybe they took that no-hitter away because of the kind of fluffy wings under his hat there. Andy, cut that hair, hippie. Vern Rule. This is an airbrush card. Vern Rule had played quite a bit. 1974 was his first Major League Action pitcher. He was pitching for Cleveland, probably when this photo was taken. Vern Rule. They just don't name people Vern Rule anymore. I think they would. It's a strong name. It's a name that says, I just did 12 hours down in the mines and I want a cold beer and then maybe throw a fastball. Look at that face. That's a sturdy face, you know what I mean? Looking out on a new century where they're going to motorize carriages. Good job, Vern. Terry Mulholland would go on to have a good career after this, but he was still kind of a middling prospect back in the day here. Tom Brookins. Look at this. Again, look at this mustache. What are we doing here, Tom? And those glasses. You look like a hipster in Silver Lake now, of course, but I don't know, man. You look like a day trader. Lost his way. Couldn't find his way out of a ballpark. But you're a major leaguer. And again, I never was. And then the final card of the pack. A little bit miscut, unfortunately, but good condition otherwise. Ricky Henderson. Ricky is the greatest, and we buy into that here. All right. Double check. Don't think we'll be pricing any of those players. Respect. All right. Here we go. Now, the doctor likes to track things, so we are going to mark down the prices when we come across them. Ricky Henderson, Cardinals leaders, Tom Bernansky, Clint Hurdle, Wade Boggs. Let's start with Mr. Chicken himself, Wade Boggs. Card number 150 in the set. Okay. Come down, Wade Boggs. There he is, 150. 50 cents and $1 for the better condition, of course. 50 cents kind of for a card with a little bit of damage. Let me inspect this one a little closer. Excuse me, Wade. Get a good grip on that. I need to get better grippers. All right. Good conditions. The corners, not rounded, not fuzzy. Considering this was put into this package back in 1987, spring probably of 1987. This is a card that's in good condition. So we are going to put that right there and mark down Wade Boggs. $1. Alright, let's hold off on Ricky Henderson. Let's go to Tom Bernansky. Bernansky would end up in the Cardinals, started with the Angels, but big hitter for the Twins. This was their 1987 World Series team. Alright, Tom's father Joseph once played pro ball. Good on you, Joseph. Alright, card number 776. 776. Alright, well look at this. 773, 778. Tom Bernansky was considered at this point a common card, which means common players 1 through 792 are anywhere from 1 cent to 5 cents. 1 cent to 5 cents. 1 cent to 5 cents. So, Tom Bernansky, do a little inspection here. Good condition. Card cut evenly. No stains. Look at that. We got ourselves a nickel. We've got ourselves a total of $1.05. Clint Hurdle. I'm going to guess if Tom Bernansky is a common card. Clint Hurdle at number 317. It's not going to be far behind. Let's look. Yep. We got 319, Greg Swindell rookie card. Barry Bonds at 320. Clint Hurdle. Let's inspect it. Pretty good condition. We got ourselves, kids, another nickel. All right. Cardinals leaders, I think we can go ahead and write down a nickel here, but who knows? Maybe the Cardinals have some power. Pull. 178, Cecil Fielder. 184, Bobby Bonilla. So, record breakers, turn back the clocks, all stars, checklist. No, this is going to be a common card. All right, put that over there. Let's mark it down. Mark it down, dude. Over the line. Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. Okay, sorry. All right, $1.15. All right, Ricky Henderson. Not gonna be a common player. This 87 pack of tops. Is gonna prove to be valuable for us. Ricky. It's number 735. 735. There he is. Ricky Henderson. All right. Low grade, 15 cents. 35 cents for mint condition. Closer inspection of the card. As we said earlier, little miscut, so the borders are uneven. Then on the back, unfortunately, he was the last card in the pack. So with that damp gum we had, proof that something got in here. That stain's going to lower this down. Unfortunately, I don't think this card is in good enough condition to say it's perfectly mint. It's not in bad condition. I think it could draw some interest from a Ricky Henderson fan, but we are going to write down Ricky Henderson. Now they say between 15 cents and 35 cents. Let's mark it 20. An estimation. Add it up. Common Core math. Here we go. $1.35. So, this pack of 1987 tops, you could probably purchase it for maybe, what was it back then? 75 cents a pack, $1 a pack. It started to get expensive. I think it used to be about 50 cents a pack. Let's just say we spent $1 on this pack as a kid using my hard-earned allowance money. Well, kids, we are 35 cents richer. Quite the investment. And that is how you price baseball cards. Thanks for listening and watching The Sports Card Doctor.